Today I'm coming to you with a quick 5 ways that you can swap out the roundels that come on your BMW's wheels for the floating center caps. Now everyone knows that when you get your BMW, the wheels have roundels on them. And because the back of them looks like this, they are fixed into your wheels such that when you park, they can get stuck in all sorts of ugly ways. Upside down and sideways, maybe occasionally right side up, but almost never. And the discerning driver, well, you just can't have that. Thankfully, BMW has come up with a solution of floating roundels. And these are weighted and they spin such that when you park, the weight at the bottom of these, which I'll show you, will always allow them to end up straight up and down, and it's going to be a much prettier look for your car. Few things to note about these. They come in 2 sizes, small and large. Make sure you get the right size for your car. Also of note, when I looked at these on Amazon pointed me towards the wrong size. I forget if it said the M8 or the X3 needed the larger size, but turns out both of my cars need the smaller size. So make sure you get the right part number, the right size. Now when you get these, they come in a box of 4. They are around $100, depending on where you get them. And as you can see, they spin, but they will always all end up right side up when you park the car. Now the back of them, popping them out here, the back of them has this weight on it. It's going to be held into the car by these pieces here, and when you park, it's going to spin such that weight is always going to end up on the bottom, and the roundel is always going to end up right side up. And you can see that weight moving there. And that's how they function. Nice, smooth, easy motion back there. But you have to get the original ones out of the car, and I have 5 different ways to do it, from easy to hard, expensive to cheap. Way number 1 is you can take it to the dealer and have them do it. You'll probably pay them, I'm gonna guess $100, but this is literally 5 minutes of work. So unless you really want to spend the money, don't do the dealer option. Number 2 is you can take the wheels off. And once you get the wheels off, these pop out really easily from the other side of the wheel. However, I bet most of us don't have the means or the desire or the ability or any of that stuff involved to want to take the wheels off. So I don't recommend that either, unless you're taking the wheels off for some other reason. The other 3 ways, fairly simple. You can use a suction cup, you can use a trim removal tool, and you can use mounting tape. And let's take a look at each of these options. One of the easy ways to do it is with a trim removal tool, and you can get a set of these on Amazon for $10 or $15. I'll put a link down below, and I found these useful for a bunch of different things on my car. The easy one for this is this one that has the flat end, and all you do is you get it back behind there, and you kind of pry it out, and that's it. Easy enough. And you can put the new one in. Another way is to use mounting tape, and I've seen this done with Gorilla Tape, but I don't have any. I had regular duct tape, which I was not successful with. But the way you do this is you cut a piece of it. Now of note, if you just put this on and try and pull, that won't work. I tried it and it was not successful. So you want to make this into a T. So you bend this flat this way, you make the other side flat that way, and then you have it come together in the middle, so you've got this piece right here that you can put on it and yank it off. So you put this on here, make sure it's good and stuck to it, and then you do that. Now, something I've noticed, it's cold here in my garage, and I found that when it's cold, this tends to not stick as well. So the option with that is you need to warm this up some. I found taking a heat gun to it is just enough to heat it up to get the tape to stick. So just get this on there for a little bit, get it warmed up just enough. Doesn't need to be too hot, you don't need to melt the plastic. And let's give it a try again. Put this back on there, and again, really push it in, make sure it's good and stuck to it. And then you can pop it out that way. So both of those are super easy ways. Now, one third way that I saw that's actually recommended on the BMW website is to use a suction cup. If you have a suction cup for like a phone dash mount, you can stick that on there. I don't have any of my phone dash mounts, and so I just have this suction cup, which I'm not really getting to stick, but apparently that is also an option if you have a small enough suction cup that you can put on there for it. I think, again, assuming that your tires are warm, if you have the mounting tape, this way is quick and easy. Just pops right out super easy. Clean the wheel out a little bit. And then all you do is you push these in and all done. And it will always sit flat and upright when you park your car. So there you go, quick and easy method to swapping out the fixed roundels that come on your BMW wheels for the much more attractive, always upright floating center caps. Links down below to both the floating center caps as well as the trim removal tools. If you want to pick those up nice and cheap, this is a super easy modification you can do for your car.